Okay, you're wondering what I got right here in front of me, which you may know as a custom built. I'm gonna show you how I got this computer. I wanted to show y'all guys this little story here on how I got this computer. This computer is actually my first computer. I had this computer since July 2005. I could tell you a little piece of history. Well, it had 3 different owners, to be honest. The first owner bought it from a wholesale direct, and it originally had Windows 95. And it was like bought in early 1998. And as you see, that's the reason why it has a Pentium II sticker on it. And I found some files from like 1998, early 1998 on this thing, like old archives, not personal information. And when I first had it, it said it was on system properties. It said it was registered to Diet Dr. Mountain Dew. And it was laterly upgraded to Windows 98 First Edition. But whenever he was about to get rid of this computer, he passed it on to my uncle, since my uncle never had a computer. So my uncle, this was his first computer as well. And they used to use it on dial-up. And you can see this is all still original right here. But and they used to have stickers on it when I got it. But my cousin used to use this thing all the time. And I had another cousin that actually pretty much went to some porn sites on it. And my uncle took it away from him. He went to all kind of bad websites on it when he used to use it. I'm going to show you the light. This used to be clean when I got it, but it had like writings on the top when I got. Hang on a minute, let me turn it around. Put it in the light holder. I'm going to put this down for a minute. Put it where you could get in the light. Yeah, this drive came with it. And this faceplate can surely come off. Because one time I tried to clean it and get all the dust out of it. And as you see, when I got the computer, I known everything was like, all the hardware was original. But it wasn't fully OEM crap on most of the hardware. Here's the back, what I've done. Some major changes here. I kind of messed up a bit. Yep, when I got this computer, this was like a very fast computer. And as you see, that video card used to be right there. That used to be the S3 Savage 2000 video card, which was the Diamond Viper Z200, which the drivers are a pain in the rear end to find. And this is what I added in, this Ethernet modem, so I could use the internet. It used to have a dial-up modem right there, but I took that out. Whenever I got the Ethernet, when the GEM computer died, I put that Ethernet modem in it. It's a gigabit modem. And that's the sound card. When I got this computer, it never had any speakers, so I had some from an old A-Open computer that I used to use. And there's all the normal original ports, 2 USB 1.0 ports. I don't know if they're 1.1. And this is what I like what they have on the power fan. Yeah, this computer has some operating systems on it. Trust me. It had Windows 95 when the person who owned it. And I know all the most known software it had. It normally it had like Windows 95, Office 97. But when I got it, it had the first edition of Windows 98 because I've seen the white MSN icon on the desktop. But I had Internet Explorer 6. A few years later, when I found an Office 2000 CD from my aunt, I had put it on here, and I had Windows Media Player 7, and I had the Plus 98 files and stuff. But then, since I got this computer, like, the CMOS battery was dead officially. But I replaced that out of another computer, which was a Pentium II ProTech computer, which is hard to fix, which I was trying to fix up. But I took some RAM out of it, put it in there, and the other sticks in the gateway. It had two 64 megabyte sticks, and this one still got 192 megabytes of RAM for sure. The hard drive is still originally a 4 gigabyte. I think it's like a 4.1 or something like that. And yes, this computer is still running Windows 98 SE. And I got an NVidia Vanta LT video card. It's set on a chipset NVIDIA Reva TNT II, like the one that I have in my Gateway G6350 and in the Dell. And speaking of the Dell is back on Windows 2000. I swapped the OS back. I downgraded it because the XP is not going to work out on that little Pentium III computer and that in the hard drive space. So Windows 2000 would take up less space. And yes, I had Windows 2000 before. At first I wanted Windows ME on it until I known all the problems it had. But since I found the compatible video card that I know it worked good for 98, that's why I put 98 SE on this thing. And 98 still runs pretty good, and I got wireless internet for it. I could just hook up a router. And yes, I don't have it hooked up and stuff. But the Dell's on right now in the other room. I had brought this in the other room because the TV was on. And my cousin's girlfriend's in there watching TV, and I don't want the sound to interfere in. And you know what happens when they pick up the noise what's going on in the background sometimes, and claim it's copyright and stuff like that. So I went to another room where the noise level is quiet. So yeah, I'm just telling y'all guys a little story about how I've gotten this computer, and it still runs. Yeah, and I cleaned it a couple of times, and it still runs normal. So see you guys later.